Hello there, welcome back to Crusader Kings. Last time we had a pretty decent start. We started out as Duke of Essex and we have conquered a fair amount of provinces, I dare say. And we're most likely just going to continue on the very same path this episode. I'm just waiting right now to have my troops raised up again so we can actually do some warring. We're probably just going to go for probably Kent, Middlesex for instance, just get that right away, place it as capital. And of course start the conversion of said place. Could definitely be it will definitely be useful, let's just be honest. So also tech wise it will of course be very good. We have some economic advances here, mostly due to the fact that both times at least one time my spy got 50 points, so that's wonderful. We also have some military advances thanks to well, my very strong military focus ruler, so that's wonderful. We'll probably focus on military organization, I would assume, early on to just try and get a small retinue up and running, because it will most likely be helpful. And education of the child will go to, I think, myself more so than anything else, because I can, and also because I kind of want to keep the military trait running through the family for the time being. And with that said, I think it's about time that we declare war on the Essex guy. And again, the only ally he has is the Count, so I should be able to get an army here that is at the very least as big as his, and hopefully it will win. It's kind of a gamble, to be perfectly honest, so let's just try and see what happens here. Have them all meet up in Sussex, and there we go. They have a fairly substantial army, I would presume. Yeah, 1,000-man army. But I think we'll just sit back and siege, and then we can fight later. Or do we want to just go for a battle right away? I think we'll just go for a battle right away and see what happens. Good riddance, we managed to kill Harold of Plechy. That's good. We are actually losing far more men here than I anticipated, but we did win the battle. And I should now be able to just eradicate that army completely. And apparently we did kill the Duke of Essex, and a child is now in his charge. Wonderful. Got some more points for my spy, but I'll just allow this siege to finish, and then I'll get back to you. Should be very simple. So we're having an issue here with outbreak of disease in the camps for us ourselves, which is of course an issue. But we did manage to get the province even so, not really a issue at all. And as I said, I'm going to keep this for myself because it's most likely going to be my new capital, and we are just going to make a capital right away. And with that, we can invest now in technological advances, and to be perfectly fair, we'll invest in light infantry, and do I want to invest in anything else here? Siege equipment perhaps, just get that up? I don't think so. We probably want to invest in legalism as soon as we can, due to the fact that it will, well, help with some stuff. Apparently not what I thought it did, or they've changed it perhaps. Piety gain, could be useful. Short rainiers. Majesty will probably be very important here, as well as noble customs, so we'll probably focus on that. I'll have to see what else I want to do here, because apparently they've changed tech a little bit since I played, well, very intently or aggressively in the past. So again, I have to really learn what the game is about these days, which is a shame really, but it's just how things are. Now, do I want to go after the Duke of Dobart? I don't think so. As you can see, the other one could raise up about 1,000 troops, so it's kind of a risky move to do so. I think we'll rather go after Cornwall, just allow our forces to recover here. As you can see, it's actually gone down due to the fact I'm keeping or holding Middlesex myself right now, which is of course an issue. But other than that, it should be fairly alright. The chance of converting the county is about, well, it's going to take about 100 years. So again, we are very weak at conversion as it currently is, which is not the best thing ever. But we'll just continue conquering, and we should be able to make something work. And again, I think I'll just allow my forces to recover. Again, it's gone down to 1,028. Troublesome peasants, not good either. But worst case scenario here, I'll just have to save up money, use a mercenary army to do a lot of sieging for me, to save up a lot of money, as I said. And again, that should be perfectly alright. That should be possible. Sure, we'll allow him to gain be cynical, gain some intrigue points. So again here, I get a war declaration here from the Duke of Northumbria, which is a little bit surprising. What is he after? Elves claim on Gloucester. So worst case scenario, I'll lose this, which is not the best thing ever. But I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to raise my armies, considering just how powerful these guys most likely are. They do have an outbreak of disease though, which could be interesting, but we'll have to see here. So apparently my hunting dog well, killed another dog of one of my favorite courtiers, which is not the best thing ever. But again here, they only brought 1,000 men for the first battle here, so if we actually raise up our armies, we should be able to beat that army back, which is of course really interesting, provided of course that we do manage to get our morale up, which we more or less have. And again, worst case scenario here, I'll just have to hire some mercs. I don't think I can take any loans per se, but still, if I just hire mercs, I should be able to beat them. But at least this battle is one that we'll lose by quite a good margin, unfortunately. And we'll need to educate my child, and I'll just leave it to the priest because I have to in my own care right now. I could raise up 83 more men, which we will. Or actually 200 men from Middlesex, apparently, which is wonderful. It means that we can actually fight back now, or we should be able to fight back if if everything, well, allows it. Auto balance units, well, it's fairly balanced. Let's just try and see if we can actually beat them back now, or if we'll lose this battle too. Judging by this, we should be able to win. Yeah, we'll be able to win this one, beat them back, and probably, hopefully, destroy their army here. There we go, wonderful. I'll send my army home. I think I'll just disband it right now, because again, they have actually rebel issues here. They don't seem to be too capable of doing things. Having a 23-man army roaming around, or 28 even, shouldn't be a problem for me at all. They'll just be running around like, well, scared dogs. So, I'm not too concerned. If a bigger army shows up, I'll show you, but other than that, I think we should be perfectly fine. 251 men. We're actually going to lose that battle, though. But we can just, again, just raise up my troops, and I think I can just destroy that puny little army with this, and then we can all be happy. But yeah, basically, I have more than enough power to actually beat back one of the big dukes here, because of the fact that his vassals are being obnoxious. So hopefully he'll go home, deal with his vassals, and we can just force him to enforce our demands here, which is pays 104 ducats or coins to me, and he's also imprisoned. So I can get rid of the claimant too. So I think we'll just wait. And again, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can just allow my forces to recover while we do this, and then I can just go after Kent, go after Devon, go after whatever I feel like. And again here, these guys coming back is kind of a pain in the arse, to be perfectly frank, but it's not something to be concerned about per se, because again, our army is bigger, it is stronger, so all that's really necessary here is just get one hit in and they'll be gone. Boom. Army be gone. The new whatever. But of course I do lose a little bit of troops by getting them up and sending them down again, but it's not enough to actually cause me any issues, I think. So for now we'll just allow these guys to get screwed over by their own rebels, if you will, and I'll sit here laughing. That's basically just it. Unfortunately we did have some disease in one of our own provinces, which is not good. Crusader never killed anyone, teach him a lesson. Do I want to teach him a lesson so he dies? I don't think so. I think we'll just go for curiosity here. Worst case scenario, get maimed, but he got honest, so it's a good trade. It's the strong guy too, so works. Rise of the Shia! Schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias, forcing them into hiding. So basically it's a Shia-Sunni breach, more or less. Fear is the mind killer. We'll go for that one. And he actually got brave as well. Seems like it's going well. Unfortunately, it's kind of just bad traits otherwise. But still, things are getting interesting. The White Stag. Lately, you have heard persistent rumors from peasants and travelers in the wilds that a strange, mythical beast has been sighted in your realm. It's the White Stag, powerful and elusive. The common folk claim it comes from another world, and that the hunter who claims it will be imbued with divine power. So we'll send people to find it. I don't think it will hurt me more or less at all. Most of the event is mostly just flavor, make it more interesting, so that is fine. We're getting actually closer to the point where I could use my prestige here to create a kingdom, provided that I have 3 duchies. And let's say, if I just continue as I have right now, that should be possible within 10 or 20 years, provided of course that my guy lives that long. He's 51 right now, Good news, my lord! We received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag in the province of Winchester. Saddle my horse. So let's see what we find. If we find the said White Stag. Lots of reinforcements. That's not good. That's not good at all. Means that we probably have to, well, relieve as it is. You have gathered your followers and your hunting dogs. You have saddled your horse and prepared your weapons. You're ready to set out to hunt the Great White Stag. An epic hunt it shall be. I have doubts. Fruitlessly scoring the countryside, you come to a small cottage in the wild. As you knock, an old crone opens. When she sees you and your hunting party, she cackles eerily and says that she has a powerful potion that will make you a stronger hunter, sure to catch any prey. This might have unforeseen effects. It's kind of funny just to figure it out, so we'll sacrifice that. You drink the potion down, soon you start to feel all warm inside. The crone whispers, "See? You know that this will make you stronger. I can see it in your eyes. Now go, great hunter." You return home, certain in your belief that next time you will find your prey. This feels good. I'm feeling it just... she just gave us moonshine, if you will, since it's warm. You return to your court to hunt for this elusive white beast. Seems fruitless, but many more things out there in the wilds. Maybe next time you'll catch your prey. So I get a +1 to martial, which is fairly alright. I can live with that. And here we have the army of Chief Edmund that is back. And again here, these guys are going to lose just because of the fact they can't siege the province. So all I really have to do is just wait, and when I'm ready for war, I can just call up my men, for instance, if we want to attack... well, I don't think we want to attack the Duke of Cornwall. Just be honest. I'll lose 5 prestige. I'll get honest. I can go with that. Kent is still... Oh, the Duke of Kent is now only allied with the other chief, so we might as well just declare war, to be perfectly honest. It's a very simple conquest, or at least in theory, it should be a very simple conquest. Yeah, there we go. Again, the hunting dog is actually pissing off a lot of people, which I find hilarious, but that's the story for another time. Let's just go ahead here and destroy that meddlesome army. Shouldn't be an issue at all. And it's actually going to Middlesex. Let's just go there, wipe it out, then siege the province. And then we'll probably use our army here to destroy the 124 men. Or, do you know what? We're actually going to do that before the siege, because they just showed up so perfectly and neatly beside me. So I'll allow the siege to be finished, and then we'll see who we want to declare war on next. My faithful hunting and trusted hunting dog has finally taken his last breath. Long has it served you since you first received him as a puppy, but now it's time to bury my old friend. I'll bury him quietly in the castle garden, or he deserves a proper funeral. It's basically the same thing. I will no longer have a hunting dog. He deserves a proper funeral because it pissed people off and it was a lot of fun. And as you can see here, we have a very interesting thing here. West France has happened, but they are currently being invaded by Widukind of the Saxon Rebellion. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. We do basically have France here. I don't want to do anything to mess this up or get into war with them. There's no reason for that. I need at least Britain before I can do anything of the sort. And let's face it, if I am to conquer France in one province at a time, it's going to take forever. So hopefully I can get some better casus belli by that time. Malise, the people of Nicopolis have progressed. We get some free points again. Something else for me here to siege. There is, well, the temple and sea, so we'll just siege them. And once we're done with that, I'll get back to you. There we go, the second siege is over, and with that we can now enforce our demands and take the province, which is wonderful. And of course this is more or less straight up going to be handed over to my son. If I can during wartime, I have no idea. Kent, I can hand it over to him, so no problem. It's probably just if the province is targeted, so I guess that makes sense. Let's just go ahead here and see if we can catch those 38 meddling men, which I don't really have any idea why you'd send 30 soldiers to well, try and steal everything. It's just not going to work. Great White Stag is set in Kent. We'll saddle up our horses and see if we can find him. Next time I get a report, I'll get back to you. I get another claim to the County of Leicester. I don't want that. I want a duchy claim, if anything. So, I guess that's fine. You spend weeks in wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but forced to return empty-handed. You're sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. Well, I guess I could get arbitrary, or I could get humble. I think we'll just go for humble here. It's my own failure. Just lose a little bit of prestige. Why am I giving vassal levies raised too long? I don't have any levies raised at all. Oh, it's actually going down, so it's just my bad. Anyways, do we want to actually upgrade anything here in the terms of economy? Costly infrastructure? I think I'll just wait and figure out what I want to upgrade as I actually upgrade things, or build things for that matter. So that should be fine. But again, yeah, I think we'll be looking for war, most likely against this guy. Doesn't have any allies. We're just waiting for those troops to replenish, and then we'll probably go for warfare. But we'll have to wait until next time, because I'm going to go for a conquest of Aztecs, because there's an old fool that is currently in charge of the place, which of course could be really useful. And again, legalism level at least 2 before I can actually upgrade here, so I think we'll focus on getting legalism up on our side, just to help out a little bit. I'm a little bit unsure what else to do. Apparently I'm missing the crown laws thanks to the fact that I don't really have a crown, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah. For the time being, we'll just leave it here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.